Okay, sort of a departure coming to you from the bar area today, and what I wanted to tell the members was that Mr. Molitor, Tim, and myself have put our collective heads together, and we're starting a new wine program here at Mill River. And what we wanted to do was we wanted to expose the membership to a much more diverse and varied list. I've been fortunate enough to, being in the business all these years, to taste probably 1,000 wines a year for the last 40 years, so I have a pretty big Rolodex, or I guess they don't use them anymore, notes section in my head about what's out there, and I'd like to share some of that information with the members. So most of my experience says that when people go out to eat in restaurants, especially we're going to deal with white wine today, the most popular white wines are Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, and Chardonnay. And there's nothing wrong with those wines, they're all good wines, but I'm going to give you some alternatives to some of those today that you might want to try. Now, we've purchased an 8-bottle wine keeper system, which allows us to open up wines and preserve them and serve them at proper temperature. What happens is when the wine is taken out of the bottle, it's replaced by argon or another inert gas, and it preserves the wine completely. So you can have a bottle open for 2 or 3 weeks and it still tastes like it was just freshly opened. So that's kind of an exciting thing. There's going to be like 14 to 16 wines by the glass here instead of, most places have three and three or something like that. So we're going to have a very diverse and varied selection. So the first one I wanted to show you was a Chaume Estance, and the grape here is Xacolina. And Xacolina is spelled oddly. It's T-X-A-K-O-L-I-N-A, Xacolina. The great part about this, I first discovered this in a Spanish restaurant in the city years ago, and it's a beautiful white wine. It's very, the tasting notes are like citrus and grape. There's a slight fizziness to it that gives it this effervescent quality to it, but not like champagne would be, just like a mild little reminder in the back of your head that there's something going on there. It's dry. It gives sort of an appearance of being a little off dry, but it's not. It's a fabulous match for oysters. It's grown by the seashore, and you can actually, wines being like sponges, you can actually taste some of the salt air in the wine itself. It's a fabulous match for seafood, tempura, like I said before, oysters, lobster, any of that. Or just sitting on the back, watching guys come up the 18th fairway onto the green, you can have a glass of wine and a laugh. So check this out if you can. It's one of my favorites. It's a real sleeper. Not many people know about it. It's called Xacolina. It's by Chaume Estance, and that will be by the glass when you come back from the what we call this, I guess, the virus shutdown.